Oba of Benin, His Royal Majesty Omonobanedo Ukwakpolopolo Oba Ewari II, don't call on all lawmakers for Edo State to stand by the principles of absolute separation of powers to avoid any form of intimidation from the executive arm. The Oba yarned this one when he received members of the Edo State House of Assembly wey join body to celebrate the 7th-year coronation anniversary of the Oba of Benin. Oba Ewari con tok say him dey surprised to see members of the house again because dem come pay visit to am few weeks back and say make the house dey law-abiding as dem be legislature for the state, as he no wan hear about fight for the house as dem dey do am before, as he say the assembly house no be cowboy house wey dem dey use chair, table, maize and others take dey fight.
Legislative business supposed to be independent of the executive. I hope you all know that. You must not be cowed into intimidation and so on and so forth. You should try henceforth show that you are a proper legislative body. All this fighting and infighting that we see by lawmakers should not be fighting in the house. The way they quarrel in the house is so I be a cowboy, like cowboys, and even one of them used to wear cowboy hats in those days. Why don't you hear mouse in the year one of our? They used to wear cowboy hats and they will throw chairs, they will grab chairs, they will grab the mace and so on. Please let this house be different. Be independent. Be professional. Be very professional. It will be very good to see a difference, to see an independent legislative body, separation of powers. You know, separation of powers. I thank you very much. I will not say much more than that. In any case, you are free to always come here. You know, individually, as a body, as a committee, if you want to resolve any issue, want to know about anything, we will try our best to help.
On top sustenance of tradition and cultures, the Oba con tok say,
particularly the cultural matters of tradition and all that. Many people wondered and they were surprised at the way they said they were surprised. I wasn't surprised at myself, but they said they were surprised at me at the way we got back down to tradition, to the roots. And I said, why not? Before all those things I said, Benin custom and tradition existed already. Existed before the colonial people, before the migrants that went to form United States. Migrants that went to form United States. Benin tradition, custom and tradition existed already. Existed obviously before Nigeria. Why would everybody be surprised that I came back and I'm back to the roots, back to my roots properly? Why? I wonder why. There were newspaper articles that I don't like to cut corners because the chiefs that were doing those ceremonies, they would say to me sometimes, it's 3 days, this thing that we do for 14 days, we can cut it down to 3 days. I said, why? Why cut it down to 3 days or 7 days? It's in 14 days that is needed to do it, to get it done properly. If it is even more than 14 days, we must do it for more than 14 days. So I never, you know what I said? Night and day. They will conjoin night and day. They conjoin night and day so that it will be short and go back to Bodo Ibo as they say they want to do it very. When did night and day meet each other? When did night and day? I saw why will they combine night and day? They want to combine night and day so that they can cut down the length of the ceremony. It won't work. The prayers that you pray there will never go beyond the roof. So I always like to do things properly because we existed before the white people. We existed before their country was even born. These migrants to the United States. And even England that came to disturb us, they were under Rome. They were ruled before. I know now Prince Charles, that is King Charles, is close to me. We interact now. But these people that came to Benin in those days didn't do well for us. So we are hoping that what they are keeping now, one day they will change the legislation and bring them back.
Speaker Edo House of Assembly, Right Honorable Blessing Agbebako, wey lead other members of the House to the Palace of the Oba, come talk say they can't thank the Oba for the peace where he don't bring come the state, and say every one of them now son of the Palace, as them always collaborate with the Palace for anything where they won't do, as the Oba na their father.
First of all, let me congratulate you, sir, for your 70th year anniversary. We didn't even know that today is your 70th year anniversary. Coincide, it shows that you are really father. For preserving our culture and tradition. Not only that, you have added style and glamour to our culture. Which the whole world, they have cherished. So we want to thank you, our father. And we want to also applaud you for the security and peace you have created in this our state. I want to commend you for the CDA. And now that people will now go by a building without fear anymore. You created that. That was a contribution. But because the ancestor has given you the wisdom, you single-handedly took that mission and it was agreed on by everybody. There's peace. You cannot go to your land and build your house peacefully. There's no more, as your father will say, or more in So I want to thank you, our father.
Make na no forget say, as we see am, na so we dey talk am, we know they take blame. From Benin City, Belumi Mokoro, TMC TV News.